Welcome back to Arthur Lovington High School here on DouglasCountyDigest.com. Chris Patton and Luke Johnson from Arthur here tonight. Villa Grove trails Arthur. 15-12 is the Arthur Lovington lead. And Luke, we've seen some feistiness out of Villa Grove so far.
Yeah, their fast break is what's keeping them in the game right now, making sure they get down, run through their transition offense before Arthur's defense can get set up with their pressure. I just overheard the Arthur coach during that time, during the quarter timeout, and he was telling his team that they are getting out-hustled and out-rebounded by Villa Grove right now. They're applying more effort than his team.
That's out-hustled. That's not something you hear about Arthur very often. A couple turnovers here. We're getting sloppy with the ball. Maxwell comes away, banks one home. Andrew Maxwell takes advantage of the backboard. 17-12 is Arthur Lovington's lead. Maxwell has 6 tonight, and he's out there guarding Nieto with it. Now it's Vandeventer back to Nieto. He puts up another shot from the elbow. Doesn't make it that time, though. And rebound taken away. Dribbled down the court by Curtis Plank. He lost it, throws it ahead, though, to Tyler Shurry. Clayton Hahn with it, gives it off to 25, Nick Martina. We're going to get it back, kicked out top to Maxwell, who's going to drive. Works up and under, puts up a shot. Second shot, put up no good. Going to go out of bounds off of Villa Grove and stay with Arthur Lovington.
Arthur's getting a good first shot, usually down the floor, but it's so sporadic after that first shot. They got guys going to the boards, but they can't get a whole hand on the ball.
We're going to get a jump ball called here. We had some little confusion between the officials. The official in front of the Villa Grove bench looked like he was going to call a foul. The official on the baseline right down by the play calls a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Arthur Lovington. Andrew Maxwell tried to put up a shot around 3. Villa Grove Blue Devils couldn't get it off. And then Arthur gets it in. Number 12 puts up no good. 1-2. And finally pulled away by Villa Grove. They throw it ahead to Lucas Vandeventer. And Curtis Plank couldn't finish. Here comes Vandeventer for a 3. Rimmed in and out. No good. Nice look for Vandeventer. It can't go down, though. Arthur Lovington maintains their 5-point lead. 3-pointer from the side, put up no good. Curtis Plank still getting in there and getting those rebounds. He can't put them back in, though. He does corral a loose ball, kick it back out top to Tyler Shurry. Arthur will set up their offense again. Clayton Hahn gets it into the lane. He kicks it back out. And it looks like things will set back up. Shurry drive, pull-up jumper, good. 2 points for Tyler Shurry. That's his first 2 of the night. 19-12, Arthur Lovington with a 7-point lead now.
And Curtis Plank is having problems putting the ball in the basket, but he's shortest guy on the floor, getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of tips, and keeping his team's offensive possession alive.
Coberline drives, no good. And then we got 3 guys right there trapping for Villa Grove as soon as they miss that shot. As soon as Arthur tries to bring it down the floor, Villa Grove's there waiting on him. Drive into the lane, shot put up, and hard foul on Clayton Hahn by Lucas Vandeventer. Hahn's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
And I think Lucas Vandeventer would have been better off. He had position, he had his feet there, he just needed to take the charge.
Arthur has decided they're going to get in the lane. They're going to just draw these fouls all night long, and paying off so far. Clayton Hahn makes his first. It's not necessarily, it's paying off somewhat at the free throw line. They have missed a lot of free throws, but it is paying off. And you've got 9 fouls already on Villa Grove, who has 4 players with 2 fouls right now. 5:52 before halftime.
4 guys on the floor have 2 fouls.
Clayton Hahn says, I don't know what all this trouble is you guys are having. I'm going to make 2 right there. He gives his team a 9-point lead, 21-12, Arthur Lovington. Arthur Lovington, we talked about Dale Shurry having some issues with his team's rebounding. That's for the most part been on the defensive end because they've been able to secure plenty of offensive rebounds.
Well, it's more the hustle, getting out hustle. This is Arthur basketball, Arthur Lovington basketball. You got to hustle and work your butt off on the defensive end, running to the other end, and the offense will come through that more than anything. So I think that's what he hits on the most, is that they're letting Villa Grove out hustle him to everything.
Uncharacteristic turnover there by Arthur, though, after they corralled the rebound, throwing it basically into the student section. And after that, Brian Russell from Villa Grove calls a timeout, and his team will have the ball right at midcourt, right in front of that same student section. 21-12 is Arthur Lovington's lead, 5:41 left in the first half. Senior night here in Arthur. Villa Grove hoping to spoil that. We're down 15-12 after one quarter. They haven't scored here in the second. Arthur has put up 6 points, though, to stretch that lead out to 9. Trapping defense on Vandevetter gets it. And we're going to travel right there. I'm wondering if the ball's greased up a little bit. We're having a little hard time corralling it. Nobody can really get a good handle on it tonight.
Some sweat on the ball. Everybody's working hard. They just can't get a hold of it.
And they've got guys coming around them. They got everybody grabbing at them, trying to take it away. And I think those extra sets of hands in there make it hard to take things, to grab a hold of things. Arthur Levington does just that and takes it away from Villa Grove. That one went down for Curtis Plank on the breakaway layup. 23-12. It's an 11-point Arthur Levington lead. Here comes the defense again, trapping back in the half court. We're going to kick ball there, and things are going to remain with Villa Grove.
See, and Villa Grove's got to have a cutter on that full court press break to the middle of the floor. They can't just have two guys trying to walk that up to the middle. That's what Arthur wants. They can trap two guys.
Lucas Vandeveer going to take a seat for Villa Grove. Running things now is 32. Austin Hubbard, he dishes off to Coberline, who gives it to Orwick. Thought about pulling up, going to drive and look for a runner, and he's fouled on his way in there. He's going to get 2 shots. Foul for Arthur Levington called on 12, Curtis Plank, his first, team second. 9 fouls for Villa Grove, 2 against Arthur Levington. Skylar Orwick going to head to the free throw line. Misses the first one.
And that was an excellent head fake by Skylar Orwick there to draw Evan Sigmiller up there. Got him up in the air. Tried a nice little floater and got the foul.
Second shot no good as well. Villa Grove still has not scored here in the second quarter. Curtis Plank with it now. Sees his cutters, tries to find the right cutting man, throws it at the feet, though, of Jeremy Plank. He's unable to pick it up, and Villa Grove's going to take it from here. Gabe Palmer getting guarded very tightly by Andrew Maxwell, and I think we're going to see a foul called on Maxwell. That is the case. It's Maxwell's first, team's third.
A little too much body contact. Otherwise, it was good defense. It was good full court shuffle. Sliding his feet. Just too much body.
He slipped from that aggressive to the overzealous. We talked about that earlier. We saw it right there with Maxwell. Just that extra arm there, that little motion, gonna get things called. Driving through the lane is Gabe Palmer. He's gonna put up a shot and go to the free throw line.
Coach Schuring is not happy. He is about the same color as his shirt right now.
Arthur Levington foul's gonna be called on 23. Caleb Schrock. First shot for Gabe Palmer is no good. Second shot, tried to bank it in, didn't get it. Skylar Orwick grabs the rebound, puts it too high off the glass, off his rebound, and goes out of bounds. It's gonna be Arthur Levington ball. Missing chances is Villa Grove right now.
Well, both teams are hurting at the free throw line, and there Villa Grove just out-hustled Arthur to the rebound off the free throw miss. Got 2 touches, almost got an easy layup, and Villa Grove just couldn't capitalize.
Orwick a little too high off the glass, and it goes out of bounds after a little scrum for it. Arthur Levington has it and works their offense. Jeremy Plank now gives it over to Martina. Martina to Caleb Schrock. He's trapped and dribbles away from it, dribbles out of it. Curtis Plank has it now. Nick Martina. Here the student section rhythmically clapping, getting behind their team, working on the offense. Schuring drives, pulls up for a jumper, kicks his legs a little bit, gets it to bounce down. 2-point basket for Tyler Schuring, 25-12.
And there was the patience of Arthur to get that, work it all the way around for that amount of time to get an easy
Villa
jump.
Grove trying to free up Vandeven, and that's proving harder than thought. Orwick gonna drive and throws it up, hits the side of the backboard. He's gonna get 2 shots though. Villa Grove has decided they're gonna take a page out of the Arthur playbook and start trying to draw some fouls there. Nick Martina is called for that one for Arthur. his first team's 5th. There's a basket. Free throw good for Skylar Orwick. First points of the second quarter for Villa Grove. We're going to time out here before the second free throw goes down. 3:17 left to go in the second quarter. 25-13 is Arthur Levington's lead right now.
And coach is probably going over. They're getting out hustled again to start the second quarter. They still have the lead. Their offense is keeping them in the lead. Villa Grove needs to box out a little bit better and secure some more rebounds and not turn it over quite so much. And they're right there.
Yeah, Villa Grove down by 3 after the first quarter. Arthur's turned the offense up a little bit, outscoring Villa Grove 10-1 here through the first, little less than 5 minutes of this second quarter. Earlier tonight, Arthur Levington's junior varsity won 67-33 over Villa Grove. So the varsity here trying to see if they can make it a clean sweep on Parents' Night / Senior Night. Had the cheerleaders and senior basketball players honored tonight here in Arthur. Evan Siegmiller, Nick Martina, and Andrew Maxwell, the 3 seniors. So, solid ball club here in Arthur this year. You're only losing 3 guys. Looks like things will be bright in the future too for Arthur Levington.
Oh yeah, they've got talent all over the bench, not just their seniors.
And second free throw good for Skylar Orwick. He makes both his shots. Those are his first 2 points of the night. 25-14, Arthur Levington leads. That depth for Arthur Levington is very evident when they sub in 4 to 5 guys at a time. Shot put up and good. Tyler Schuring starting to heat up. He's got 6, 13-point Arthur Levington lead. Villa Grove gets it ahead to Hubbard, and he's going to drive, kicks it back out to Gabe Palmer. He tries to step through the lane, going to get called for a travel though. 27-14, Arthur Levington over Villa Grove, 2:51 before half.
Probably would have been a good time to pass the ball out to the perimeter.
The last few times down, they have got to the free throw line. Foul discrepancy was, I think, 9-2 for a while. It's now 9-5. So it seems to be kind of in Villa Grove's head. Get in there by any means necessary and just try and draw a foul, try and get to the line, see what we can do. Cutting Maxwell gets it, but then as he's able to get a pass off before he falls to the deck and gets it to Clayton Hahn, who decides to drive and puts it up and in. Runner good for Hahn. It's a 15-point Arthur Levington lead. Brandon Koberline with it for Villa Grove, guarded by Maxwell out top. Orwick wants to set a screen. Koberline spins out of that. 3-point basket, up and good for Austin Hubbard. He's got 5, and now it's back down to a 12-point lead for Arthur Levington at 29-17. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Caleb Schrock with it now. Gives it off to Avery Schrock. Trying to find a cutter there through the lane. Instead, he's going to drive, take it himself. Misses the layup. Maxwell cleans it up off the glass. He tried to put up a shot. Stripped out of his hands, though. We're going to get a double dribble on Avery Schrock, who had got it back before it went out of bounds for Arthur Levington. Villa Grove's ball.
Missed opportunity there on the layup. Overshot it just a tad.
We've seen that a couple times for both teams. A nice look, though, to find that space, find some breathing room, and get in there.
There was good movement by Villa Grove the last time around to get that open 3. They need to do that again.
Orwick has it on the block, defended by Martina. He dribbles and loses it. 24 has it now, Tyler Harrison. Back to Orwick. He puts one high up and tipped around like a volleyball, and somebody had their foot on the line when they hit it that time, I think. Villa Grove loses it, and Arthur Levington will have the ball. Got about 5 guys going after that, batting it up in the air. Nobody could really come down with it. And it's going to be Arthur Levington ball.
There's a lot of fight for the ball. Everybody just trying to out-hustle the other team here.
Arthur Levington now has it. They kick it all the way across to Caleb Schrock. And he comes back out top and gives it to Avery Schrock. Nick Martina with it, trying to find a cutter. We get an offensive foul against Arthur Levington.
I think Avery Schrock was running into that screen there, number 11. Didn't have his feet set to screen the defender.
Andrew Maxwell heard the whistle. I think he was afraid it was on him. He kind of had a look to say, what did I do? What did I do? But the foul goes against Avery Schrock, his first, team 6th. Try to get it into Gilbert Nieto in the lane, taken away by Nick Martina. He drives down, leaves his layup short. Coberline gets it. He's able to get it away from Avery Schrock, and then another one of those long passes knocked away. Clayton Hahn was playing defensive back, but Villa Grove does corral it. Nieto for the 3, way offline, and it goes to Coberline though. He's able to save it before he hits the deck and falls out of bounds, but he saved it to Arthur Levington. Clayton Hahn brings it the length of the floor, puts up a layup that doesn't go down, but he gets fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Aggressive to the basket. Just going hard, making the referee call the foul there. Lucas Vandeventer with his hands out. I think that's his third
team foul, or third foul on Lucas Vandeventer. 10th team foul against Villa Grove. Clayton Hahn misses the first of his 2 shots. Logan West back into the game for Villa Grove. I think for Arthur Levington, excuse me. I think we're going to get Tyler Schuring in for Hahn after this shot, if it goes through, which it doesn't. So play will resume, and we'll have to wait a little while for Schuring to come into the game. 29-17, under 20 seconds left to go. Nieto puts up a shot, tightly defended. Rebound not picked up by anybody. It's going to stay with Villa Grove.
And it's getting pretty physical underneath when going for the rebounds. Everybody's got to start being careful.
Villa Grove needs to be careful. They have a lot of guys with multiple fouls. Shot along the baseline. Pass in to Nieto. His shot was no good. Another one short. We've seen quite a few short ones tonight. Arthur brings it down the court with about 5 seconds left. We'll see what happens. 3 put up and off the iron. And I think that's going to be how we end the first half. So after 2 quarters of play, Arthur Levington leads Villa Grove 29-17 on boys high school basketball on DouglasCountyDigest.com.